2008, I was planning on buying a house in Montgomery. Just kind of needed to do something to investment property. And I was sitting in my mom's kitchen, and she said, "What are you going to do with that house?" And I said, "Oh, I don't know. I'll just kind of let it, sit. I've just got to deal with it, as time comes." And that very same night when I went to bed, I had this vision. And in the vision, I saw these children playing. And in my mind, I thought, what are they doing in my yard? Why are those kids in my yard? And they were in the tree. They came down from the tree and they went in the house. And when they came out of the house, they were different children. And, I just remember seeing this repeat and repeat. And every time the children went in the house and came out of the house, they were different. So when I got up the next morning, just like my mom would be, she was in the kitchen again. And I went to her and I said, "Mom, I know what I'm going to do with the house."
I was just blown away because I've never met anybody like that who said, "I don't need to make money off of this house. I need to be able to share what I've been blessed with others who are in need." And we shelter and support homeless working families with children until they can return to stability.
The idea behind this is that families come in and we give them a helping hand and we treat them respectfully. We give them a house to live in. We furnish the house, we pay all of the bills, and we teach them, you are someone. Don't let people make you feel like you're not just because you've, run into a bump in the road.
What struck me when I first met Timikel and I found out about Vision of Grace was just, the amount of effort she's putting into this foundation that she has of her own. To me, that's a hero, without really advertising what she's doing. She's using her own time, her own money to really look out for everybody, to really help people in her hometown. To me, that's a hero. I mean, she's holding down a full-time job, and then on the side, she's finding the time, the strength, and the capabilities to do that, and I think that's just worthwhile.
Everything Timikel does makes her a hero, but when I learned about Vision of Grace, it just touched my heart. The fact that she puts herself out there, her income, her life, everything out there to help people that she doesn't know and to help the kids is amazing. My daughter-in-law was homeless for many years. So, having someone willing to put herself out for that is amazing.
So I have an incredible board, and my mom is just amazing because she serves as our operations person and she does our intake. And they told me about a story of a little girl whose family was moving into the second home. And she was a little 3-year-old or 4-year-old, and they said she was walking through the house looking for the other people. And they said, "What are you looking for?" She said, "Where are the rest of the people?" And they said, "What people, honey?" And she said, "We're going to stay here by ourselves." She had never lived in a place where it was just she and her family. She'd never had her own room. And she could not imagine that she was going to have a whole house and no one else was coming at night. It was just going to be them.
It makes me feel a proud mom for a daughter who has given so much and is still giving to help families who are in need have something and get back on their way. We had one family, a young lady that was pregnant and went in the hospital, and she was blessed to have a home to come to with her newborn baby. And she wrote the letter saying how grateful she was that when she left the hospital, she had a comfortable home to bring her newborn baby with everything she needed, the washers, the dryers, and everything to take care of her baby.
I've heard that there are about 1 million homeless children in the U.S. And I think a lot of people don't realize the magnitude of those numbers. And I think what's so empowering and wonderful about Timikel is that she is willing to kind of make that difference, to reach out to the homeless family that has homeless children and try to help them through really trying times.
They need to hear that a homeless child is not secure. They don't know where their next meal's coming from. They don't know where they're going to sleep. Like my daughter-in-law, they found a brand new place where trash cans were going to be put. It was clean. That's where they slept. She didn't know when she left for school that day if she was coming home to a house, living in a car, living in a trash can. Her 2 meals a day were the school meals that she had. We have a lot of kids out there like that. And it's really important that people understand that and put themselves out there to help them.
And we all have to seek and find that little message that comes, in our hearts and in our minds to say, do something. And my message to anybody is just do something. For one person, for two people, just do something. And if we did, I think that this whole world would be so different.